Hi guys, Med Guy here. Just wanted to get on here today and talk about an experience that I had this evening at work. Um, in the later part of the evening, had a woman come in today with her family. I believe it was her husband and two daughters. And apparently she had been suffering from an anxiety panic attack for the past 3 days. So this was a very visual stimulus that she was having, very obvious to see. Call her back, get her and her family in, start speaking to her about the history and the episode that was happening at the time. And the family's very supportive. Um, we were all talking to her. We're all trying to get her to breathe. And very supportive family, very loving, wonderful family. But as I was sitting there speaking to the family to get a better and a clearer picture of what had been going on, um, apparently she had been having successive panic attacks over 3 days, very little sleep, uh, basically had not really had any type of a meal in those 3 days, and just in a state of panic. Medication she has to deal with this was not effective, was not helping her, was not working. She'd even gone to an emergency room, and apparently there was not much they could do for her, so they just sent her home with what the best they could do with medication adjustment. Still didn't work for her. Now, as I'm charting all the information I'm taking from her and the family, I'm listening to her in the background talking about how nobody cares, how nobody understands, how nobody can help her, how nobody wants to help her, how nobody believes her, and just repeating these things over and over and over again. She hadn't even been in the room for more than 3 minutes, maybe. And the family was reassuring her, we care, we love you, we're here, we've brought you, we want you to be better. Very supportive, not in an angry manner, not in an angry tone or anything like that. They're very supportive. When I finally got done with my portion charting, stood up, went over, grabbed her hand, and talked to her the best that I was trained and knew how to do, was to let her know that yes, we do care. We're here to help. We're going to get her the help. And if we're not sufficiently equipped there where I'm at to help her, that we'd get it for her. And finally, she went on with the rest of her appointment. So what I wanted to do is just get on here and kind of direct towards those that may have anxiety or panic disorder. And I want to validate for you that, yeah, this is a real disorder. This is something that really does happen. You know, this is something that affects people's lives. This is a real thing. There are individuals that are afflicted by this very seldom, more frequent, or that are affected by this through the whole day, all day, every day in their lives. You know, and these people feel like, I can see why they feel like there's no help or there's nothing out there for them. Nobody will believe them because, unfortunately, they do get dismissed. They aren't believed. They're just, thought of as someone just trying to get attention, or hypochondriac, or for whatever reason. But we as a people need to understand that just like we have our bad days and our good days, and we go through our bouts of depression, and how to us it's important and it's real, we need to give that benefit of the doubt to anybody who's going through these disorders, that it's real. To those of you that are afflicted by these panic disorders, by these anxiety disorders, please, there is help out there. There are people who care. There are people who know. There are people who want to help. There are people who have dedicated their lives to this. Now, granted, it's a little hard to find. They're a little hard to find, but utilize your resources. I implore you, please look out into the community. Go to your church. Take that first step. Go to your healthcare provider, your primary care provider. Go to an urgent care. Go to an emergency room. Talk to somebody. Let somebody help you. And to those of you who are not afflicted by these disorders, who are not afflicted by these panic attacks, I ask you to have sympathy. Rather, no, have empathy. You don't have to understand. You don't have to go out and start, educating yourself about it. But you know what? Put yourself in a position where you might have had a time in your life that you felt that nobody understood you and nobody cares. Now imagine somebody goes through this every day, all day. So those that are afflicted by this, I want to say, yes, it's real. I believe you. There are people that believe you. Please go out there, find the help. Let your family help you. Let your friends help you. There are people that care. Okay? And once you find that help and learn how to better manage your situation, the sooner you can do it, the better it'll get. The sooner it'll get better. I wish you luck, okay? Remember, it's real, and get help.